serious. But one of the many reasons I love this sport is that it teaches young men and women so many important lessons that can be applied off the mat in life. One of those is how to deal with that adversity. That could be losing a match, an injury, something that's not going your way, because during those times of hardships, one thing creeps into your mind. I'm a wrestler. It's that time that you learn it's not about the outcome that's most important. It's about the effort. It's about going out there, stepping on the mat, just knowing that you did everything you could to win. So that's what these guys got to be thinking tonight. Step on that mat, leave everything out there.
We start things off at 125 pounds. On the left, the number 4 seed is Darian Cruz, the redshirt junior out of Lehigh, against Thomas Gilman, the number 1 seed from Iowa. And on the right, Ethan Lizak from Minnesota against the freshman Jack Mueller, a true freshman from the University of Virginia.
Thomas Gilman from Iowa on the left there in the black and gold singlet. He's been the best athlete in this weight class all year long. Number 1 seed. He's taken his success to a whole new level this year after a very successful career, but he's looking for a title. He's on a mission. I think Darian Cruz can present Gilman with a lot of problems if he can withstand the physical nature of Gilman and hold up against the pressure that Gilman will put on him. And that is Gilman's game plan. He loves to keep the pressure on and the attack on.
I agree with you, Tim. Cruz definitely has to get his offense going. He's got a great head inside single to the right side. He's got to do some quick setups, quick shots here. Don't stay in those ties with Gilman. Don't allow Gilman to snap on his head hard to wear him down, because that's what Gilman wants, that relentless pressure, which will wear on you through this match.
For those of you joining our coverage for the first time here tonight, welcome to college wrestling. You can identify each wrestler either by, of course, their singlet, so Gilman on the left in the black and yellow for Iowa, but also by their ankle bands in the respective colors. Gilman has the green ankle bands. That matches up with what you see below the screen on the left, and Cruz with the red ankle bands. Same for Lizak and Mueller on the right. It looks like we've got a lost contact lens situation there for Lizak.
This is a good single leg attack by Cruz. He goes to his left, which isn't it's a little bit different, and it's a positive thing for him. He's in on that single right now, but he's got to finish it. If you're not going to finish quickly against Gilman, you'll be in trouble.
And just 40 seconds left in the first between Gilman and Cruz. Cruz went through the quarterfinals, taking down the number 12 seed, Sean Faust out of NC State. Gilman pinned Nick Piccinini of Oklahoma State.
Cruz, two-time All-American now, is an exceptional athlete for Lehigh. And when he gets on top, he's really dangerous. He can ride, and he's dangerous on top.
Back to action on the right side of your screen after that injury time that ran just north of a minute. And Lizak with the first 2 points.
And that spells trouble for Mueller, because he was beaten earlier 10-2 by Lizak, and it was all on top. It was the near falls. It was the tilts. Lizak is a hammer on top. That's the game plan for the Gopher, is to get on top and get it going. He is so dangerous on top.
If I'm Mueller right here, as soon as we go out of bounds, I got to take advantage of this fresh. Well, actually, he's trying to wrestle around the edge here. If I'm Mueller, I got to be aware of the clock, though. If I'm going to get this reverse, I got to go quick. If I don't see it there, I got to step out, try to get a fresh start, try to get an escape point, because I've kind of dug myself a hole here. I've given up 2 points for a takedown, 2 points reversal. Lizak's tough on top, so if I'm Mueller, I got to be thinking I do not want to go underneath a guy like this to try to get an escape point.
Part of the physical nature of Gilman is the commitment to the top and that ride, the claw action, tight waist, out on his toes, putting the pressure on the top of the back of Cruz. It really tires you out, and that's part of the plan for Gilman, because if it's close going into the third period, Gilman's just worn on him so much that it usually works to his favor, scoring points in the end because of the physical nature of his match.
See, Cruz is doing a nice job of keeping his base underneath, and see now he's trying to go for the hand fight. He's not getting that wrist control, though. Every time he fights the hands, Gilman's pulling away, readjusting. He's continuously attacking, not giving Cruz that opportunity to get the escape here. So great job by the ride by Gilman.
And you see RT coming off the score on both sides. It's riding time, a measure of control. And if it exceeds 1 minute at the end of the 7 minutes across 3 periods, that earns that wrestler 1 extra point.
So Mueller's definitely got to take advantage of being back on his feet right now. He's got some terrific slide bys. He's got to get that offense going. So right there, he did the slide by attempt to that left side, but smart wrestling there by Lizak, sensing it coming. Great counter wrestling here. See if he can finish this takedown.
Now Lizak was able to cut across and get the 2. Got that left arm through, cut across on the hip, finished the takedown. Everything going Lizak's way, because with a couple of takedowns and then the near fall, Lizak's on his way to perhaps a bonus point win.
And he had a pretty easy go of it against Freddie Rodriguez of SIU Edwardsville in the quarterfinals at Tech Fall, 15-0, and that was quite contrasted to what Mueller did in the quarterfinals, going to overtime against the number 2 seed Joey Dance of Virginia Tech.
I'm looking at the body language here. Mueller, he's got his head down. He's really no sense of urgency from that bottom position. See, the ref blows that whistle, and he just kind of keeps his base. He doesn't try to stand up, doesn't try to fight the hands. He's just kind of waiting for Lizak to start attacking from the top. If you're the bottom guy, you got to force the top guy to follow. You got to create the action. Start the moves off, chain your escapes together. Force the top guy to follow you through. That's going to give you that opportunity to escape, get in that space.
And there's a scoring opportunity again for Lizak. Lizak. You mentioned Mueller's close win over Dance, yet that was revenge for him. He avenged an earlier major donor loss, and he's done a tremendous job.
That was a major decision.
He was wrestling for Wyoming Seminary as a true freshman here in the semis. Mueller for Virginia, trying to become. Virginia's never had a national champion, and they've got 2 in the semifinals for Coach Steve Garland.
On the left side of your screen, between Cruz and Gilman, 32 seconds left in the second. The issue now, before they get back to action, is to fix the clock for riding time. The gentleman on the left there you see is Tom Brands, the head coach of Iowa.
Gilman was not able to get back up, work up above the hips before the 5 counts, so he's been warned for stalling. Official warns Gilman for stalling, but he kept Cruz from the escape.
Yeah, if I'm Gilman, I got to be thinking that's a smart strategy to go here, especially at the end of the second period. I don't want to give up an easy point. And a guy like Gilman, he's always pressing forward. He's always controlling the pace of the match. So he's in no real danger later on giving up another stall call, because he's always looking to score.
Gilman, physically, mentally, one of the more relentless competitors in this field. If Lizak doesn't surrender a point here to Mueller on the right side of your screen, his last 2 matches, he'll have scored 22 and surrendered 0.
That was a smart strategy there by Gilman. You see, he elected to pick neutral. The reason for that is Cruz is tough on top. He's a good rider. He's got some dangerous wrist tilts. Gilman doesn't want to give up a possible chance to get some near fall points against him. So why not pick his best position, pick neutral, keep that riding time point for himself. Go on your feet.
The key for Cruz here is he can't relax on the ties. He's got to keep his feet being real quick, because he's adjusting all the time to the length of Gilman. 2 different body styles.
It's very important. If I'm Gilman, I got to know Cruz is going to be planning to shoot on me. He's behind right now, so I don't want to shut down my offense if I'm Gilman. I want to keep pressing forward, keep that pace, keep being heavy on the head. If I see an opportunity to score, to go for a takedown, take it. Don't shut that offense down right now.
And that does it for Lizak. He locks it up with the riding time point. 7-0, the decision over the freshman Mueller. Lizak is on to the finals tomorrow night.
Gilman's been able to control the collar tie there, keep good position. He does have a stalling call, so he's got to step forward. There's a warning on Gilman. He's not allowed Cruz to break through at all, has not reached the legs.
So Cruz needs to clear this tie up. He's got to get in quick, set up quick shots, create some angles here. Great job there by Gilman getting a stall call against Cruz. He's pressing forward. That's what I was talking about. You keep that offense going. He's not necessarily taking any shots, but he's pressing forward. He's the one controlling the tempo of this match. That's why he was awarded that stall call against Cruz.
This is big. Cruz has to finish it, and he does at the edge of the mat. Escape.
2 for Cruz, 1 on the escape for Gilman, but he's got riding time, and this one down to the wire is going to overtime.
Really great wrestling by both wrestlers. Cruz with that relentless attack right at the end, getting the 2, but heads up by Gilman for the escape.
Now into sudden victory. First point here in 60 seconds wins it. If nobody scores in the first 60 seconds, alternating 30-second periods up and down for each wrestler.
Now what Gilman wants to do is pull Cruz back on, grab that far ankle. If he gets the far ankle.
Cruz on the edge with the takedown of Gilman. And Cruz is on to the finals, taking down last year's runner-up.
Head coach Pat Santoro. Huge win for Lehigh. It's a coach's challenge on the takedown on whether or not he did have control. Hands on the mat, Cruz in control.
So here, beautiful awareness by Cruz right on the edge of the mat. He's going for that wizard position. And right here, he explodes with those hips for that spin out. Snaps down, creates some motion, is able to get around that corner. Let's see if they award the 2 here.
And the question is, they think they saw the hand on the right hand down on the mat, and whether or not they see it again. 2 points.
Mike Hager to the official.
What a great match by Darian Cruz. What a great win.
He came up just short of being an All-American last year. He's going to the finals, and he's with Quinn.
Darian, how'd you take him down there in sudden victory?
Can't move my feet, move my hands. He was real slippery, so I knew I had to get him to lean one way and kind of slip around for that last 2 points.
What was your mindset knowing you're going up against a guy who hasn't lost a match all season?
At first, not gonna lie, I was real nervous. I got in there and I let him ride me out, and in my head I just knew I gotta win this now. Even though I gave 2 minutes of riding time, didn't get out, I just flipped the mindset and said I gotta win this right now, and I did whatever I needed to do.
What's your reaction to the crowd? Seemed like they liked it.
It's awesome. I love Nationals, I love St. Louis, love everything about it.
Congratulations.
The native of Allentown, Pennsylvania, strong as steel. You bet he loves St. Louis. The end of regulation, a takedown, and Gilman, seeing the time winding down, gets the escape. It was 2-1. Gilman had the riding time point and into sudden victory. And then the takedown to win it.
And right there, that right hand and Darian around on the hips. They called the 2, and that was the big win in overtime. Pat Santoro, huge win. He's done such a great job at Lehigh. This has to be one of the great highlights for him as a head coach at Lehigh.
So Gilman is eliminated from championship competition, and 2 first-time finalists at 125 pounds.